Hey, everybody,
Hey, hey,
welcome,
hey.
welcome, welcome, welcome back, ladies and gents. Hit the likes, subscribe, do all that, get it out the way right now. Welcome to another match preview. Newcastle United face Brighton at St. James's Park. The last game. Somebody's audio is coming through. Fix that. Uh, the last game at St. James's Park. So we got to go out there, support the lads one last time this season. And yeah, we're going to talk about that. A few things that are coming up, a few pieces of news that we're going to have to discuss. Gordon not making to the youngest, best youngest player or one of the candidates. Um, and so we're going to talk about that. Also, Eddie Howe not making the list as well. We're going to talk about that as well. We got a piece. We got a lot of news to talk about, and also we're going to get into the game, of course, that we're going to play Saturday. And by the way, tomorrow American Mag show, I won't be there because I have to travel to Nashville for match day. So I'm gonna go to Nashville. We're gonna do the live stream from there, but obviously everybody's gonna be where we're there. I'll be in Nashville, and I'm gonna get some of the takes from the fans as well. A bunch of Geordie people, fans in Nashville, so we're gonna get their takes as well as the other American counterparts. And yeah, it's gonna be amazing. Welcome, Paul. Welcome, Mighty Win. Welcome, Gary, the doc on the channel. I think Roy might still be in Dubai, so it's really late. So I don't know if he's going to join. I don't know if DX is going to join, but we're definitely going to get started. Um, Again, I've brought this up before, and it is kind of annoying, but because of the person involved keeps going at it. He doesn't understand. He didn't understand um what the judge or whoever did it. I don't know how it works in the UK or whatever, but they between Ashley and Newcastle United, they said no, we're not gonna. Newcastle is free to do whatever they want, but now he's taken it to a court of appeal or something like that. I don't know if it's the same thing in the UK, but he's essentially appealing the decision. Um,
Mhm.
the club's former owner is trying to force the new owners or current owners to allow his retail empire to sell the next 24-25 season's replica of the Newcastle United shirt in his stores across the UK. I really, this guy is literally a scum, um, and the worst thing that could have ever happened to Newcastle. But I mean, he just won't go away, and a lot of people commenting on the community of the channel saying he just won't go away. He's a scum that's just stuck at the bottom of your foot, preventing you from just walking fine. And just quickly, your takes on this nonsense, and then we're gonna move on. Of course, we don't want to give too much propaganda to this idiot. However, it is news happening in Newcastle United at the moment, so we gotta bring it up. So, Paul, you were actually without meaning to. We were talking about this idiot before the show and how he was taking advantage of his employees. And so, but tell us, man, what do you think?
Well, what I'll say to you, Mr. Ashley, is what I'll do is I'll get a black bag and I'll open it. You can put all your money in it because that's what you're doing this appeal. Just throw your money into the bag. I'll take it back home. It's pointless. It's a pointless endeavor. He's lost two battles already. He's going to lose this one. I just don't. This guy just feels that he's going to win everything. He's got the wrong people around him. He's one of the
Yeah.
he's one of the worst billionaires that seems to exist on the planet. How this man is still a billionaire is beyond me because he's one of the worst business people in the world, but yet he still seems to have money. Yeah, it's a pointless endeavor. He's just not going to win. There's rights there. They've proved it. They've proved it twice. He lost both of his court appearances already. I don't know what he thinks he's doing. He's just not going to win it. It's just a pointless
Yeah.
endeavor. Every time he goes to court, this guy fails. When he was trying to get away with the horrible zero contract thing that he brought up, forcing people to give birth and then and forcing people to do pretty much slave labor, he lost that. Um, you know, so this is a man with a track record of losing in court. So, Mike, have fun, but I'll bring the black bag for you because you must throw all your money in it. because it's an absolute pointless endeavor.
Oh yeah, man. Uh, Gary or Gary, I mean, what the hell, man? I mean, you would figure that this dude would try to get it as much hate, deservingly so, that he gets from Newcastle fans because they despise. We all do. Why does he keep pushing this envelope? I mean, get the hell away from Newcastle. I would assume that would be the best business idea that
The
he
thing,
could come up with.
the thing is, you see, I think when you've used a model as a cash cow, which is what he's done for such a long period of time, to go to be shunned and literally sent to Coventry, because that's virtually where he was. Even Coventry City refused his money. I mean, he was able to buy the stadium, but actually not anything to do with the actual club itself. But again, he's the type of leech that will hold them over a barrel, and eventually he'll either wean them out, or he will force the way. And I think that's the trouble with him. He can't accept the proverbial no, if you like. He will endeavour to try and still have some part of his identity, or try and get some of his identity on the club, because that's, at the end of the day, that's what he wants. He wants Newcastle United shirts in his shop, and the reasons why he wants Newcastle shirts in his shop is because they're going to bloody sell. And that's top and bottom of it. But when you look at the new project that's just being built outside now, the new clothes store, that's gonna. I mean, it's turning heads already, and it literally is just pods. So you can imagine what it's going to be like when it's full of Adidas and things like that. And like I say, they have got a thing with JD Sports, and that's documented. It's legal binding. It's got nothing to do with what Newcastle have suggested. It literally is Adidas's paperwork states that's who they're going to be selling the gear to. So from that aspect, like Paul said, he hasn't got a leg to stand on. But I just think he's one of these people, like a lot of moths to flames. Unfortunately, he just doesn't know when to say stop, and he's obviously got other people's money to play with, because nobody in their right mind would play with their own money like he's doing and throwing it at a 50-50 chance, because it's yes or no, and for a fact, he's already tried and it was no, categorically.
Yeah.
The chances of it changing, it's impossible to say yes.
Yeah. Well, you got the last word, Mighty Win. What do you want to say about this?
Well, his lawyer said that the alleged dislike, quote unquote, of Sports Direct's majority shareholder, Mr. Ashley, was, quote unquote, massively overstated. And many bought shirts from the retailer. He claimed it was massively overstated. Is he having a laugh? What?
Yeah.
Massive.
Do you know a single Newcastle fan who's got a good word to say about Mike Ashley? Because I don't.
No.
Let's
It's got
get-
to
Why
be.
did he have to give away 10,000 season tickets?
Yeah, let's get Jonas
Absolutely.
Gutierrez on the show and see what he has to say about Mike Ashley.
Oh man, Jonas Gutierrez.
Right?
He's back in the tune, by the way. I
Yeah,
see.
he was
Yeah.
he was there today.
Yeah, and it's, I don't know, man. It's probably unprecedented. I don't know what you guys think. Knowledge of football. When is the last time a Noner was this hated by a fan base? I mean,
There's been a few, to be fair.
I mean, well, I don't know, and has done the damage to the club as well. Is what I'm trying, because people complain about the Glazers, but you can say what you want. They're fine financially, well, to a certain extent. Not what Ashley done to our club, which was nothing but
They're in the
just, a
same,
piggy bank.
mate. To be fair, they're in the same. I mean, if you
But they
look at
generate
Old
a lot of
Trafford
money.
yes, they do,
Generate
but they
a lot.
don't put it into the club, and that's like Mike Ashley did. Mike
Yeah.
Ashley generated a lot of club. But if you think
But
of
how
we
mind,
used our
mind
club
you,
as a sponsor,
mind you, has won titles, with you know what I mean, with those current owners. Now that mind you
Absolutely.
fans didn't win it once, didn't win it again, and it's not, obviously it's not going to be like when Ferguson was there, because he was a known, like he was everything, he handled everything. So once he was gone,
Mhm.
then you have people running around with their like chickens with their head cut off. But with this
but
situation is whole different. We were okay,
yeah,
and then he brought us all the way down, relegated us twice. I mean,
but it's like everything else, isn't it? When you buy something that's actually good. I mean, you think of when Glazier's bought United, there were actually a mold that was working. It was a working project. I mean, when he bought us, it was sliding, and it was a case of everybody saw the takeover as maybe he's going to
yeah,
inject a lot of money
Some
and
proper
a
money
lot
in.
of because we've always had hands. It's like handouts. It reminded me of Oliver. Please, sir, can I have some more situation? And we've never quite got there. And I
that's
think
right.
that's whenever anybody comes in that's got potential money behind them, a club like Newcastle of the past would literally cry out for them. And unfortunately, we always seem to have gotten the wrong side of the bargains.
Yep. No, that's
Well,
true.
in the 60 years that I've been going to the tune, 60 plus, the only owners that I've ever seen my money on the pitch was John Hall and Freddie Shepherd. Because you can say what you like about them, but you knew where your money was going because we were the top spenders in the country, bar none, including, of course, breaking the world transfer record.
Well, and the stadium. Look at the way the stadium tunes into them as well.
The stadium, yeah. And prior to them, you had Westwood and Gordon McKeague and all the cronies, and all we ever did then was sell our best players: Waddle, Beardsley, Gascoigne, MacDonald. John Hall was the first person who came in, and you knew that our players were no longer for sale. We were going buying other people's good players.
Right.
And hopefully this is going to be the same now. Although, of course, with the FFP, they're still trying to screw us.
Yeah. All right. Well,
we'll get over it. We'll get over it.
Let's move on from this situation. He's not going to win anyway, so it's just going to be a waste of money. All right. So another piece of news: Isak nominated for Premier League Young Player of the Season award. Folks upset Newcastle fans that Gordon didn't make the list. I really have no clue why Gordon wouldn't be, because stats wise he should be there. And Isak,
why would you have players on Player of the Season and Young Player of the Season? Surely they should be nominating for one or the other.
I think Isak is too old, in my opinion. I think it should be up to 20. I think it should be up to 21, because that's under 21 or 21. It should be up to there because you got to give these young folks something to fight for individually, and also, like, are we? Come on, man, Foden, Xhaka. These I know they're young, as in young, the word, but come on, man.
Established.
I'm young, but I have no business playing football right now, or trying to. So, I just feel like it makes no sense. It's almost like over here. Well, over here in the United States, the sports is pretty. It's got a pretty clear cut rule. Rookie of the year means your first season in the league, whichever league it is. Maybe they should have something like that in the Premier League, to where your first season as a professional footballer, maybe an amount of games, because I know that some of the young players can fill in every now and then, but that shouldn't count. It should be an amount of games that you've played, interacted with the team, the first team, and then it counts as your rookie season. But because I love Isak, he's 24. I mean, he's still on the younger side, don't get me wrong, and he's still fighting, and I'm glad, and I hope he wins it. But Gordon should have been on there, Paul.
I'm here 100%. I mean, the lists, some of them, like I said, I know you're saying about age. But if you're going to go with young player, I mean, I guess there's talking. What do you think their cap is? 23, I guess, would be their cap.
I don't know, because Isak is 24.
24. So what they're saying is young then, 25 in under.
In football, that's not.
No, you've got to be 23 at the start of the season.
Right. Okay.
Under 23 at the start of the season.
Right.
No, but Isak is 24. So how is he even nominated then? So he can't be. I guarantee it's 25. And let me tell you something. 25 is old, or not old, but it's pretty much like you're almost like halfway through your career at 25.
Well, 26, 27, let's say is your prime. So
Yeah.
you work that out.
The biggest
Yeah.
travesty on there, and the kids, I'm sure the kid's going to do well, but that Mainu, what's he doing on there?
Yeah, I don't think
What's
he's
he
done enough.
doing? He's
I
had
don't think-
two. He's had two like maybe decent.
23 or younger at the start of the season.
Well,
Just
he
double
probably
checked
was
it there.
23 at the start of the season. He
He's
probably
had a
was
couple
23.
of games with Man United where he's looked okay. Not, again, he's been terrible recently. And Gordon's done more than him in the season. It's just.
I think Gordon's done more.
They just pick what they want, the Premier League. They
But I
pick who
tell
they
you
want.
what, though, if you really look at a young player that's done quite good in his first season, is Lewis Hall. I'm sorry, not Lewis Hall. Lewis Miley. So, Lewis Hall, but he hasn't played enough.
They ain't
To
gonna
be
pick
honest.
him, and they ain't gonna pick mine either.
The
Yeah,
PFA young player has to be 21 or under
Right.
on the 1st of July, immediately preceding the start of the season. In the past, the age limit's been 23, but they've just dropped it now to 20. As of 2021, it went down to 21.
Well, at least
Yeah.
that
So
makes-
the Premier League have obviously kept it at 23, but the PFA have dropped it to 21.
Now, Udogie in front of Gordon. I mean, I don't know about in front, but Udogie should be in that list. Udogie's been playing nonstop for Spurs, so we got to give it to credit where it's due. I don't know if he should. Listen,
he had a strong first half of the season, didn't he? And then Tottenham as a club they've faltered in this season, in this part of the season. But he was a good player for definite in the first half of the season.
But I think Gordon, and now there's going to be a thing here because a lot of folks really lean towards the attackers, what looks good, goals, and all that stuff. A lot of people are not going to be looking at defenders so much, or you know what I mean. But it should be. Do we even have a goalkeeper there? I guarantee you, there's one, if there is any. You know what I mean? But there's no goalkeepers that get taken account. I guarantee you, there's none or one maybe, just for
There's no goalies.
Exactly. So you know what I mean.
You know who they'd pick? It'd be Addison, or that'd be it.
How old is Haaland? He's got to be 25 at least.
Holland,
That's it.
he can get the young player again. He won it last year. He could win it again this year. He won them both last year.
Yeah,
both. What do you mean both?
He could win them both again this year. But the
He
reckon
won't play
Foden's in the
Adnan
league.
player.
Foden's the booking favourite.
So and Foden
He's
as well.
23, isn't he?
Saka. Come on, man. I just
Foden
feel
and
like this
Cole
got to be-
Palmer.
How you doing, everybody out there in the chat? By the way, Gary Mon, Kim Cam, Ronald Wood, Antagonizer Jody, everybody in the chat. Appreciate everybody watching. I feel like there's got to be a cutoff at some point. And but look, we're all rooting for Isak. We got to vote now, so everybody get to voting.
It don't change nothing, Chris. Anthony Gordon won the Goal of the Month award. He won it. He literally, Team Polls proved this. Well done, Polls. He literally proved that Gordon won that poll, and they gave it to, who did they give it to instead? I can't remember who won it instead of him, even though Gordon won the poll.
Which month was that?
Oh God, it was the Man City goal that Gordon scored, and that what on the when you vote, polls proved that Gordon had won. He literally showed the source code, and he was like, right, well, Gordon's won it, well done. And then literally they were like, goal of the month is whoever, Nunez, whoever it was. I can't remember who actually won it.
Now, is there a young goalkeeper of the year award?
Nope.
There's got to be. I mean, I'm saying it should be.
Well, just in the team, whoever gets selected in the team, the team of the year, the combined team, there'll be a goalie in that, and there'll be there's a young combined team as well.
Well, that don't fix the issue. If you're giving out Young Player of the Year awards, you need to give out. If you're not going to consider goalkeepers, you're going to have to create an award just like that for goalkeepers. I'm just saying, because it's not a level playing field, and again, I don't know who's going to win it this time. If Gordon is not on there, obviously that's a clear mistake. I mean, if they just go by goals, then it should be Isak, right? Because he's the highest goal scorer as far as young guys is concerned. So it's subject for a big debate. These awards that don't hold a lot of water, to be honest.
Problem is, Chris, it's a Premier League, so it's going to be is Saka on the young player?
Yeah, I believe so,
If
and
Saka's
Foden as
Yeah.
well.
Right, so Saka's going to win young player, and player of the season is going to be Haaland. You know, you don't even have to debate it.
Right.
Not
It's the
Foden.
Premier
You
League.
don't think Foden's going to do it?
Maybe, you know, but you're not in the Premier League, like, they'll just pick their their favourites.
Mm.
Yeah. Well, that's interesting.
Oscar Bob's goal in the same match, wasn't it?
Oh, that was right. Yeah, and yeah, that's right. Thank you. Whoever said that. Yeah.
Oscar Bob won it.
Yeah, same
And
game as Gordon's.
Gordon had actually won the poll.
Oh wow.
Bob's at a time winner.
But that wasn't no good goal.
The build
Well,
up
it was.
Yeah,
it
but that
was.
has
I
nothing
mean,
to
the
do with
control.
scoring.
No, the
Well,
build
it's
up.
that. You've got to look at the whole goal.
Yeah, the way he controlled the ball around Pope and
So
put
it's
it
a
into
team
an empty
award
net
and not a
was
player
stunning.
award.
Well, it's whoever
Well-
actually gets a final touch is
No.
credited with the
Time
goal,
out. No.
obviously.
If you got freaking Messi playing around the corner and he does an amazing 4, 5, 10 nutmegs in a row and then passes it and the numpty scores, is that going to be the goal of the year on the guy?
Why not?
Or is it?
No,
so
but,
is it? No,
That's
that
the
makes no sense.
goal
It was
that
De
gets
Bruyne.
the award.
Yeah, De
But obviously
Bruyne's
it goes
pass
to the
into
player
him,
that scores it.
but Oscar Bob's control of the ball and the way he took it round Pope, all within 2 touches. That's what they're saying. It was that killer touch in a
Okay, well,
close cordon. You need to watch it. It was a really good goal.
you're
to
talking
be
about
fair.
against Newcastle. Or which
Yeah.
goal is that? I
Yeah,
watched
Jacob-
it. What do you
it was-
mean?
Jacob
Yeah, but that's
Murphy
what I'm saying.
header, right, in the Everton game. But what does everyone remember about the Jacob Murphy header in the Everton game? It's the Isak build up.
Yeah. Well, that
Yeah.
should be the
It's
team.
not-
It's
The-
the
the-
exact
the-
build
the-
up, right? But
The best goal
it's
team
totally
award.
different.
The best team goal of the year award. That's what it should be called. Then. Okay. So as for talking about awards, we got to talk about Eddie Howe not making the Premier League Manager of the Year nominations. So are you guys now? Listen. It depends on how you look at this, right? Did he win it last year?
No.
I don't think so. Ten Hag won it, didn't he?
No. Ten Hag numpty.
no.
Eddie Howe, I cannot believe anybody in their right mind wouldn't give the award to a guy that was that got a relegation team into Champions League spot. Unheard of. And I can't remember somebody do that. I mean, of course there has been, I'm sure, but very not very many have done it. So the fact that Eddie Howe, not a big name, he just comes on and does that for Newcastle. He should have been last season 100%.
Yeah, he Pardew won it when he got 5th.
He did, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
Is
now
he the
this
only
season, it depends on how you look at it. Because should he be nominated? I think he should, because of now what's happening now.
It's a really
Because,
different one.
How many did they nominate? 6.
The one I don't agree with is Klopp. I don't know how he's got in there. I have no clue. how
Because
Klopp-
he's leaving. That's
Sentimental.
all it is. It's
Ah,
sentimental. Yeah, absolutely.
Now, but now let me play devil's advocate. Last season's Liverpool was horrible, and this season they've had injuries as well. They played a young team. They won the cup. So now is this just Premier League or is it because they might even
Just Premier League.
should be just
Yeah.
Premier League, but you know
Yeah.
how it goes. And now right now they're fighting for the title. So
No, no,
yeah, I
no.
mean
No title.
I think
They're not-
Emery should win it anyway.
78 points. They're still there. They're
Yeah,
5
it's
points
good.
away.
they're not
Emery's
winning.
been manager of the year, hasn't he? Really?
So
He's
if
got Villa into the top 4.
the Aston Villa manager, he should
Yeah.
be in the list. Is he in the list?
Must
Yeah,
be.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and I just don't know if the Aston Villa, I can't say his last name. That's why Emery, right?
Emery.
If he wins it,
Unai Emery.
there's no way that the Eddie Howe didn't win it last season.
I don't think he will. I think they'll give it to Lego Head.
Lego.
Yeah.
Oh, Arteta.
Yeah.
Arteta is in that nomination.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
You've
I
got
think that's
Arteta, Emery,
They'll give it to him.
Guardiola, Areola, and Klopp.
Areola.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's in
Areola.
there. Yeah. He's
Yeah,
in
that's the bit that goes around the nipple, yeah?
Yeah.
Come on, man. Yeah, see, that it just doesn't make sense, man. They need to come out and say, this is what we're looking at. Seriously, they should come out and say, this is what we're looking at in an award. Bang, bang, bang. And you like it or not, but at least you know what the requirements are. But this just behind the scenes nonsense and just throwing names. But I mean, what's Areola done?
Well, he's kept Bournemouth up from relegation. I mean, to be fair,
pretty cool, yeah.
anybody who's on a budget like that guy is on a month to month, they were, I think, joint favourites to be fighting relegation this year. And what are they? 10th?
He's done
Somewhere like
incredible.
that, 10th to 12th. He's done an amazing job. So
Yeah.
if I'm actually going to put my hands on up in the air and say who should be on there, I think he deserves to be up there. When you think of the budget this lad's on, and how he's got Bournemouth playing football, absolutely fantastic.
And especially stuff you thought they were pretty much what, I remember doing the preview for the game when they beat us, and I was speaking to a Bournemouth fan, and he said that if we beat them, he felt that this guy was going to get the sack.
Yeah,
because they were sick and tired of him a couple of games in because he was playing this over expensive football and it wasn't really working for them. They absolutely embarrassed us, and then they just won in this, unbelievable run.
He's got a win percentage of 40% since he went to Bournemouth. Played 42. That's a full season. He's played a full season there now, effectively, hasn't he? So 17 wins, 9 draws, and only 16 defeats.
It's not too bad for Bournemouth.
That's not too bad, is it? Yeah.
And there were on the slide when what's his face went to Wolves. Well, not went to Wolves straight away, but
Gary O'Neill.
O'Neill. They were on the slide then, and he arrested that slide, and he's got them playing good football again now.
Absolutely.
Hopefully, they won't be playing such good football when we get Mr. Kelly from them.
Yeah, and actually, hey, by the way, Beer, I've thought about this, man. Doing the NUFC Talk TV Awards at the end of the season. Who's going to win the best pundit? We don't know yet.
Bonani.
Oh, hello.
Roy is active. He's not here in person, but he's in spirit. What do you think, Roy?
Who's the twat?
What does Mighty win like?
Roy's going to win quote of the year, isn't he?
Catchphrase of the year, yeah.
Oh yeah. And also, hey, we should probably do it, man. We're gonna give Player of the Year award too, man, to Newcastle players. We're gonna have good awards too, though. The Made of Glass award goes to, like, stuff like that. We're gonna have it, man.
Nice.
I think Callum Wilson walks that one.
There's a few now. There's a few now. We're gonna hand out a piece of glass, and there we go. So the best mod of the year. Oh, hey, hey, come on now. We got the best mod of the year, ladies and gentlemen. So shout out to everybody commenting. Please hit the likes, folks. Hit the likes. Let's get to as many as we can. Okay, so that was, Eddie Howe. I'm sure they'll ask him, and he's gonna say, well, that he's not paying attention to all that stuff, etc. But give you but everybody, personally, everybody kind of looks at that stuff. You know what I mean? Everybody wants to win something every now and then, personally, individually. You know what I'm saying? So, but it's not happening.
Right.
I think he should have won last season 100%. I think the fact that he didn't is blasphemy. But, ladies and gents, we got to move on, and we got to show you this, the final answer, ladies and gentlemen, of this. I wonder who will it be. We said it here on NUFC Talk.
I can't believe who it is.
Come on, Velka.
We're not going to show the audio because, they're going to copyright the crap out of us. But
no, it's out now. It's been broadcast now. They'll not mind you showing adverts. I can assure you that.
He's got a 10-year contract.
No, I know, but the music, bro. The music ain't got nothing to do with Newcastle. The music is it's got its own owner. I'm not going to pay them nothing. They don't pay me nothing. It always trips me out when you guys drive on the left, though. You guys drive on the wrong side. You guys stop driving. I feel like you guys are about to get hit head on. But that's a proper car right there. Now, one thing though, funny, like nobody knew, nobody suspected, nobody talked about in the tune about doing somebody shooting this commercial. I mean, they were all,
everywhere, Chris.
huh?
It's literally everywhere when they're filming this. It's all over
I
social
didn't
media.
see anything about it.
I don't remember seeing anything about it.
The first I saw of this was on Tuesday.
No, it was everywhere.
Oh, man, I don't remember seeing any of this. I mean,
I
today
don't know.
actually a few people that I follow.
Went through the central arcade there.
Yeah,
Windows.
I didn't hear anything like it. I've seen some people today come out and talked about when at the end of the scene when they're at St. James's Park, I believe. Maybe that's I don't know it, but the thing is that they started posting about it.
Where is he?
Where is he? Says,
Oh, we've got to have the audio for that.
I don't know, mate. I guarantee you, man. If I'm East, I'm telling you, come on, man, hook me up with this car. See right there, all those people right there, man. Come on, man. Nobody, dude. Somebody would have leaked this. I did not see it.
The Saudi protest group, they were there.
They'll just be extras.
And there it is, right there, man.
There he is.
Exactly.
Oh, come on, let's have the voices.
We knew it was
I want to see who the good actors are.
It's the Stig.
But I don't now watching this whole thing. I don't think it has
There was
anything.
nothing to it. There was no.
It has nothing to do with the contract, but it definitely Saudi Arabia and stuff like that. Then we got the final answer, folks. He's still renewing, though. He's still renewing.
Yeah,
Shout out to Rosie in the chat. Rosie. Well, Master Rosie's down there. Mighty win. But JJ says it's so cringe. What is cringe, man? The advert. Come on, JJ.
I think it's on the advert, yeah.
Right. Yeah, I mean, we have to hear the audio to know if it was, I suppose. The way they speak. Maybe that's what it means.
We're not gonna get copyrighted with that 2-minute song. If it was less than a minute, I understand, but hell no. Because remember, music is different. Newcastle might not care, but the owners of the owners of the music.
You just imagine the acting being quite wooden. If he means cringe, I can imagine, where is he? I don't know. It could be like that kind of thing.
I found something faster.
Oh,
yeah.
Football's good, isn't it? Yeah, that's
Jeff Thatcher. Oh, it's the lady from Scotland. Oh man, it's Rosie. Rosie, I sent you an email, by the way. Check it out, Rosie. Don't leave me on red. No, that's me.
Depends what's in it.
So,
don't open any of those attachments, Rosie.
Professional email, man. None of that.
He's offering you a service. Don't open it.
No. It's a proper professional email, man. None of that Mighty Win stuff.
That's only for private members.
Oh, a Mighty Win on Wednesdays, boy. You know he's busy, man.
If she's seen it, she sent it straight to the trash. Straight to the trash. Well done, Rosie. You got the score.
Yeah. Oh, she said it's. What she said? Oh, trash. Okay, so I guess we gotta talk about the game. Mighty Win. Hold on, man. I gotta play this.
Hey, Callum Wilson. Ooh. I want to know when you score that goal.
He's lighting it up, man. He goes, that's a little tab. There we go. Okay, so we got to talk about the game, folks. Let's talk about the game on Saturday. Newcastle face Brighton on their final home game against Brighton and Hove Albion. Ooh, who came up with that, man? Come on, man. Right.
What do you mean?
Obviously, Newcastle will look to consolidate their place in top 6 of the Premier League when they welcome Brighton at St. James's Park on Saturday afternoon. The Magpies are seeking revenge against the Seagulls after they suffered a 3-1 defeat in the reverse fixture at the MX Stadium back in September.
Awful in that game.
Yeah. So their screwed us, obviously. Good old young Evan Ferguson was on fire. At the time, Evan Ferguson was going to be the next Hurricane. I haven't heard from him since then.
Yeah.
So hopefully he's doing well though. Young guy. But
Been sliding.
okay, well, let's talk about this game. I mean, Brighton are certainly not the team that they were at the time. That's to say the least. Right now, Brighton 11th in the Premier League with 47 points. They have, I guess they still have that DNA, part of that DNA that from last season, but definitely not the same season as last one. Paul, let's get to your rivals report, mate. You're going first. Let us know what do we need to fear when we face Brighton.
Well, I know a few people are a bit worried about the Villa result, but you have to keep in mind that Villa had played Europe on top of that, so they weren't themselves, and now they're out of Europe. So it's one of those things. And Brighton they've been in an awful run. They're just kind of playing for their own pride, really. It was a horrible. I mean, Villa should have won. Really, it was a horrible 1-0 win. But anyway, so their 11 is they are missing some players. So the 11 against Villa was for Bruggen in goal, Veltman, Webster, Dunk, and Paolo in the midfield defense. Sorry, you had Gross and Gilmore, and then you had Joe Pedro, the guy we're done and dusted. Fabrizio, it never happened, did it? They had
Fabrizio,
Benaouete, and they had Welbeck up front. He made some changes in the game, but late on. So Welbeck came on off from Moda, and Barocco came on, and then Sensio came on for Benaouete. But yeah, so the stats in the game, when it lets me get the bloody box up, excuse me. So Brighton had 53% possession to Villa's 47. Brighton had 15 shots to 2. I think that shows where Villa were. 8 shots on target to Villa's 1. 7 corners to their 3. 13 fouls to Aston Villa's 10. But like I said, I know some people have been a bit concerned about, are they back on form? Are they playing well? I watched the game, just so I could get a feel of what Brighton are going to do. They weren't great in the game, but nor were Villa. It was one of those weird games where Villa were still recovering from Europe. They were still a bit, I don't think the players were as up for it because they had a defeat. And I think their minds were probably on tonight, but hasn't gone to plan. So they weren't really 100%, mentally prepared for that game. So Villa, Villa did the usual thing. They pressed. They left the gaps in behind. That's how Brighton scored. So in my opinion, that Brighton will probably go with. It depends. He does change it up a bit, but he normally goes 4-2-3-1. De Zerbi, especially recently, in their recent defeats, because they've had a lot, and they've been in really poor form. The thing that keeps catching Brighton out, which we are really good at, is when they get done on the counter-attack, they look awful, like really bad. Like their defense is really look shambolic. They've been shipping big goals, 3 goals, 4 goals here and there, and quite poor recovering from getting the ball away from them. So for me, obviously at St James's Park, with our record as it is, if we do anything like we did in the Bournemouth game or whatever, with the counter-attack, the fast football, again, I know I'll eat my words if I'm wrong, but it should be a comfortable afternoon.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's a good report right there, mate. What are you doing, DX? Oh, Joao Pedro.
Yeah, the famous tweet.
The famous tweet is done. What is it? Done deal.
Yeah, he's a Newcastle player apparently.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Gary, what do you think about Brighton, man? Taking into account what Paul had said and what we've seen, of course, this season, and I'm assuming there's a small amount, that we played them not too long ago. Well, or long ago, I guess you could say. And obviously, it's not the same team. So, what do you think?
Yeah, I mean, it's like everything else. Brighton ain't a bad side on paper, but they just don't travel. If you look at their actual standings, very much similar to, I would say it's more or less a mirror of our away season's gone, game by game. I think we are literally side by side when you look at the away form. But at home, they're a different team. So I'm glad we've played them at home, and our running now is their away, because like we've been saying, they are playing with flip-flops on at the minute, and I'm hoping they'll totally have the budgie smugglers on and a beach towel, because once, if we can play to anywhere near our capacity, then I can't see anything but a win the way it looks at the moment. And I just think, because it's our last home game, Eddie will have the boys really revved up for this one. And I think it's just going to be them with their backs against the wall, if I'm honest. That's just how I feel. And I mean, you look at all the stats, every single stat. We've got a win percentage of over 50%, the draw of 33%, and Brighton win of 17%. And I think that's, that virtually gives you where they're at. It's like everywhere you look, their average rating's poor. They're not scoring goals away from home. So it's like, again, how can, without being too optimistic, I can't see where they can win the game.
Optimistic.
Yeah.
So I'm literally going for a 3-0 win.
Well, no, hold on, man. We're not ready for predictions yet.
Okay. Well,
Yeah, screw it up, man.
as always.
What is your take on this game? You were very
some of the key stats from the game. Newcastle have not lost any of their last 7 home games. We've scored 2 or more goals in 8 of the 10 last home games. Brighton haven't won in the last 5 away games. They've failed to score in half of their last 10 away games, and they've conceded 2 or more goals in 5 of their last 10. So we've scored 2 or more in 8 of our last home games, and they've conceded 2 or more in 5 of the last 10. I think that just about sums it up. We are definitely going to score, and they are unlikely to score.
The 2 things I agree with in the chat. That Gary Mon is saying nobody wants to play us in our last home game. I remember Arsenal, we humiliated them.
That was one great game, that.
And also, Mighty Mag says, I think Saturday is going to be a high-scoring game for us. I do agree with all of that. I think it's going to be a high-scoring game. But DX, Roy, by the way, I don't know what you're doing back there, bro. I don't see you. So, are you all right? As you say.
Punani.
Yeah, man. Come on.
Punani.
All right. DX. Crap. My headphones just went blank.
Si, senor.
What do you want, man? What do you want from this game? What is your expectations? What is your assessment? What is your analysis? What is your predicament? What is your or are your predicaments against Brighton? What is no predictions yet? What is your thesis on this match coming up?
Thesis. Oh well, I haven't written a thesis yet, but well, yeah, I've looked at their stats too, and actually, in the last 9 away games, they've only beaten Sheffield United. They've beaten them twice, once in the cup. But yeah, their away record's pretty poor. They've won 4 league games all season. Players who were shining early in the season, like Evan Ferguson, he was on fire. He has not really troubled the scorers for quite a while. So he started the season 4 goals in his first 3 games. Since then he's hit 2 more goals in 33 games. So he's really gone off the boil, and they're relying quite heavily on João Pedro to pop up with the goals. Someone said he's got 20 goals, but that must be in all competitions, I guess. He hasn't really done that much in the league, has he? So yeah, kind of that many anyway. But yeah, he's probably their best player. He's got 9 Premier League goals. Yeah, so I think we go into it. We've got, where are we in the home table? We must be 4th now, 3rd, 4th, 5th, around
3rd, I think.
Yeah, really good.
So you'd fancy us, and as far as last games of the season go, last home games that is, can't think of the last time that we lost. Definitely not the last 3 seasons. But
Was it
So-
Brighton last? Was it Brighton last season when was that our last home game?
no, we drew 0-0 with Leicester in our last home game.
Oh, Leicester. Sorry, yeah.
We needed a point, didn't we, for the Champions League?
Yeah,
So we kind of
okay.
we did outplay them, but we couldn't score. But yeah, so generally the crowd will be well up for it, and we know a win tomorrow could and probably should leave us 5 points clear of Manchester United with 2 to play. So at that point, you think, well, surely 5 points, 2 to play, better goal difference. We're going to end up above them for the first time ever, which is great. And also, I'm not sure who.
And they've got Arsenal.
And they got Arsenal. That's the thing. So that's why we should open the gap. So yeah, I'm very confident. I think we should pull it off. We should get the victory, and yeah, we should see. But I'm not underestimating them because they on their day they still can produce some good stuff. But I just think they are on the beach.
They've got that flip flops
They've
on.
got the G-strings out and the cocktails. And
They got Cancun on their minds, man.
they're all oiled up to the max.
Yeah, man. They're going 1, 2, 3. Cancun. So yeah, I mean, I don't think it's gonna be much of a match, to be honest. And it's one of those things, to play against a mid-table team that's not really doing well. They have nothing to play for. Essentially, there's not. So they only got 3 games left. This one included. So
other than Sheffield United,
Well, they've got the small matter of about £5 million to play for, of course, for the league position.
yeah, but how do you
League
motivate
position.
players with that? Play for £5 million,
Well,
guys.
I don't know, unless they're on some sort of bonus. I would think they will be.
Coming 11th.
I don't
I
know.
mean, here's one to throw at you guys. If you had the opportunity, would you go for Solly March from Brighton?
Is he a Newcastle fan?
I believe he is.
Yeah, he is, isn't he? Yeah.
He is a good player, but he's been injured this season, hasn't he?
Well,
fit
He's
right
been-
in.
he's been-
He'll fit right in.
Yeah. How old is he now? 30.
Good, straight in. He's a natural.
He's a natural for Newcastle.
If you look at both sides,
Probably
literally
not.
side by side, he's top of every single player.
For what?
His
For everything?
statistics come out on everybody. Both if you put Newcastle players and Brighton players, he's even above Bruno on statics.
What's his
Yeah,
average? And who were you with so far score? Or
Only for the last couple of seasons, though, Gary. I think he has. Before
Yeah,
that, he-
absolutely. It's on that. Who
and he's
scored,
30 years old, isn't
with-
he?
Yeah, 29.
So we'd be buying an older player. He's got a lovely left foot.
But I'm
though.
saying it's like I said, if you were going for somebody to fill the void, I mean, don't forget we're talking about Lloyd Kelly now, who is as injury prone as they come. Talking about Glass, from my point of view, if you've got somebody who's English international and he has played and done well there, it certainly wouldn't be somebody that I wouldn't look at. Put it that way.
He's a like
I'm
a
not saying
left
he's
winger,
available.
is he? Right winger,
Who?
Solly March.
Solly March.
Yeah, I think he's a right winger.
Yeah, he plays in a like I said, we talk about this versatile type player. He plays midfield, centre, or left or right, so he can literally slot into any of those positions. And like I say, you look at his stats. His stats are absolutely stunning.
Well, last season I remember he was outstanding.
Yeah.
But I don't know if he's not come back yet, has he? So I don't know.
no,
how
he's
he'll come
still
back.
injured.
He could be maybe not the same player, so it's sometimes hard to tell. It'd be a punt. And what would he cost? I don't know.
Well,
Not as much
that's what
as
I'm trying to
Benitez,
find
I
out.
guess.
What he's. No, I wouldn't have thought he'd be anywhere near that. I don't even know how long he's left on his contract. To be fair,
But I would probably take
surprised.
Evan Ferguson if I could have one Brighton player because he's been so out of form that I think the talent's there. You just need a good coach. And Serbi is a good coach, De Zerbi, but Eddie Howe's at probably the next notch of getting the best out of players. So get that kid over, and I think he could be a star of the future.
I think De Zerbi's he's all right, but the pundits did overrate him a lot. I mean,
Who,
a lot.
Ferguson.
Oh, no, De Zerbi. They were talking as if
Oh,
he's
De
going to
Zerbi,
be the next.
absolutely.
They were like he's the next Pep Guardiola and all this, and so
Yeah.
calm down, like just. Let's just let him have a
I
season.
could see him being another Pochettino type, maybe. He is
Yeah.
he is a good coach, but I don't think he'll get to the Pep levels.
No.
I mean, that guy's a once in a generation manager.
Indeed.
Yeah, but I think
Sorry to throw you off, but I just threw it out there.
Do you have their injuries in front of you, Gary? Do you have like a list of Brighton's? It'd be interesting to know who's out, really.
I
could
haven't,
find
mate,
it
bro.
if I had to
Take me
little-
seconds to find out.
Yeah, let's have a look.
There's Roy, by the
29.
way.
Greetings.
Greetings.
I've got no
Nine
idea
injuries.
what's wrong with
22
sports, man.
million.
Are you back in Qatar?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
No, I'm not in Dubai.
Are you still in the bike? Okay.
Solly March is out for the
picking-
season.
Picking my daughter
Yeah.
up.
And
She's in a
And Solly
problem,
March
like-
contract expires
We have
2026.
two comments, and we're talking to Roy, man. God dang.
Yeah, fuck Sunny March shit.
No proper etiquette, man. Courtesy. The old man has no damn manners, man. We greeting one of our own, brother. Mason says,
Greetings.
greetings, greetings. Okay, I see Mason right
We're
there.
gonna thrash them. We're gonna thrash them.
With a double R.
Roy's in the
Thrashed
dark somewhere. Where are you?
Well, he's driving in Dubai. But
Well, we-
okay.
They've got 9 players out, and
driving
they're
in
all
Dubai.
like. Sorry, Roko. They're all first team players, aren't they? They're all quite important players.
Yeah,
I didn't
Lampard-
realise.
Lampard's out. Ferguson's out.
Matoma is out as well. And
Matoma's out.
what's his name? The left back is Stupinian. He's a good player.
Yeah, proper.
Van Heck.
Milner.
Virtually the whole first team's out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a lot. That's like star players, apart from João Pedro.
And James Milner.
Milner's out. Lallana.
Miller's out. Van Hecker's out. Estupian's
Yeah.
out.
Lamptey's always
Ferguson's
out.
out. Marsh is out. Lallana's out.
God, they've got the injury woes we've had all season.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they don't whinge like
Yep.
Ten Hag.
No, they don't. Really hope Arsenal do a massive number on Man United this
Oh,
weekend.
they will, mate. You see,
Smash them about 5-0. Just really.
5 or 6.
Five would be
Yeah,
embarrassing
very
for them. Honestly, I think 5 would be embarrassing for Arsenal.
Can only hope.
They're that bad. I just can't believe it's the Man United squad. They don't like it. They can't. They're done with him. They're finished with him.
Ten Hag, yeah.
They're not playing for him.
Wouldn't have been
So-
funny if he had been nominated for Manager of the Year.
Oh man.
I think one thing worth, I don't know if you talked about it earlier, but the Young Player of the Year thing always gets me a bit because there's players who are like 24, like Isak being
Yeah.
nominated. And I think they should limit.
Right.
I think
The
21.
ones that made it on time, we talked about it.
Oh, okay then. You've been there and done that.
No, but go on, man. Go on.
No, I was just going to say, I think there should be a limit on it because, like, it gets a bit silly. It's like Jesse Lingard, you know, saying he's a young player and all that when he was 29. But I think it should be 21, maybe 22 max.
Yeah.
You were 21
Well,
that season.
As you would have known, had you been on time, the PFA have reduced theirs to 21 at the start of the season.
I've done well to get here. I'm dying here.
Damn, man. Shots on
Wind in your
fire.
pipe bomb.
Yeah, you're something else.
Hey, wait, time out.
No
Harpo
something.
says, "Hey, Doc, I took your advice, molded my new boots with my feet submerged in hot water, and now I got trench foot." And his
Yeah.
we
You're supposed to
told
put
you.
your feet in the water, man. For fuck's sake.
You got to steam them.
Steam your boots.
Steam
He
hands.
you
Come on.
steam his whole feet. It's like, it's hot, but I gotta keep them on.
It says steam clams.
Come on, man.
You're supposed to stop the blisters, man.
Yeah. All right. Well, I mean, I guess we can do the predictions right now. I mean, I think it's everybody's gonna say that Newcastle are going to win, but
Apart from the X.
Yes.
I think Benjamin was like, "You gotta do your thing, DX."
Got to.
And, yeah. Okay, but
Otherwise, we'll be blamed anyway.
all right. Well, you still got a lot of time though to catch. But hold on, you got 8. Oh no, you got 3 points, bro. So if you get everyone right, at least 3, 3 points. That's 9 plus 3, 12. You can still catch up.
I could.
No, you can
Tell
get
you
5 points for the correct result.
Yeah, but what if you get the 5 points? Yeah, 5 points. That means you can. So you got time, bro. Play the game, man. Play the game. Don't give up, man. Don't give
I'm
up on
not giving
yourself.
up. I'm not giving up.
Okay, so Gary, what's your prediction, man? Let's start with you since you're up there.
3-0, mate.
Ooh, 3-0. Everybody in the chat as well, give me your prediction. So we're gonna say the Duck is 3. Oh wait. Oh, this one 3-0. Okay, and then we'll go with me. I think it's gonna be 5-0 Newcastle. So yeah, it's gonna be a lot of goals. It's gonna be quick and painless. I don't see any resistance from Brighton. I just don't see it. But Derek, the mighty win.
I'm going to go 5-1.
5-1. You know I want to go 5-1 too, man. Because I know I think they might score 1 goal. You know what I mean? Because we always got a numpty play. So I'm gonna change it. I'm gonna change it to 1, man. We haven't kept a clean sheet since when?
About 2 games ago, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, that might.
Spurs, I think 3 games ago.
Okay, so we got to put 6-7 on the other one, mighty win.
Go what, sorry?
Do we got
I
to put
wouldn't
6-7?
I wouldn't be
6-7?
putting 6-7 on there. Put 6.
All right. Are you are you not
Yeah.
putting it up like?
Yeah, no, man, we're already doing it. Derek, what is your prediction? So you said 5-1. Okay,
5-1.
so the next one is Paul. Paul, what's your prediction, man?
6-0 and an Isaac hat trick.
6-0, wow.
6-0. So
6-0
now we're gonna
Isaac.
Isaac
move.
hat-trick for the bonus point.
Yeah.
Man,
Lovely job, Liz.
wow. Okay, 6-0 says Paul. Oh, we gotta put and then Roy, what's your prediction?
I'm gonna go 4-1.
4-1.
4 ones
They'll
in
score.
my life.
Any player?
They'll score 1. I think
Hat-tricks.
they'll get 1. Like we'll thrash them.
Yeah.
Catch the pants off.
All right. Well, Dom, what do you think?
Well, I'll have to go 3-0 to Brighton. Hat-trick for João Pedro.
Don't do it! Don't do it!
Wait, 3-0 to Tune or 3-0 Brighton?
Brighton.
Nah, don't do it,
come on,
man. You're jumping
Not
off
gonna
the cliff
happen.
already, man. Come on, man.
No, because if we don't win and I start, the one time I predicted a win, I think was Palace, or predicted some good result anyway, and then it all went horribly wrong. So I thought, well,
You better
I'm gonna
line
have to do
yourself up.
this.
'Cause you're gonna be giving something away for the members.
that might be all right. But I hope I am giving something away. What am I saying?
I think there ain't no hoping. You will. So 0-3 Brighton, or 3-0 Brighton. 0-3 to 2.
That's it.
Oh, that is so unfortunate, man. But okay, well, listen. The doc says 3-0.
You'll need to make the actual 6-6.
Yeah.
I'm ruining the whole system.
Dom 0-3 Brighton, or Brighton winning this one. Roy said, "Oh wait, did I screw it up?"
Roy said 4-1.
Yeah, 4-1.
So nobody's predicted a draw.
Why did you put the predicted score to the left? It makes no damn sense whatsoever, man. It doesn't even line up with everybody's whatever.
No, I'm talking about the actual score.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about, but you're not.
You'll have to make the actual score 7-7 because Paul predicted 6.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's the predictions right now. I say 5-1, 5-1 the mighty win as well, and 6-0 Paul. I think it's gonna be a lot of goals. I think they'll score
High
1.
scoring. I mean, they lost 4-0 to Luton, didn't they? Away.
Yeah.
So we can definitely bang in 5.
We're going to
it's not surprising when you look at their injury list. It's Lamptey and Estupiñán.
Lamptey's a write-off at this stage.
Stupid young.
Lamptey only ever plays about 3 games a season. I think he should be. He's gonna have to go. He's like Rolando Aarons. He's gonna end up going down the leagues, I think.
Lamptey is a numpty. Lamptey is a numpty.
He's a talented player, but he's not fit. He's never fit.
All right. Okay. Well, what about man of the match? Who's going to be critical for this game according to you?
Isaac, for me.
Isaac.
because he's going to get a hat trick.
It could.
Brian, I talked about that, mate. I talked about the Villa game. You're not taking into account that Villa played in Europe. Just think of the context of the result that Brighton got.
That's at home as well.
Brighton played a bit better than Villa, a little bit better, but Villa were coming off of a very disappointing result away.
I'll tell you what we forgot to do. We forgot to do the damn lineup. How are we going to square up?
Oh, yeah.
Well, I knew we were forgetting something.
It's a real crowd pleaser.
You can take the Brav crowd. Hope starting.
Do you think?
Oh, hey, don't be. You know you got a reputation, bro.
I'm telling you right now.
You got a reputation.
Thought they might hold.
Wait, time out. Paul, you got a reputation, man. Don't screw it up. You're saying that Pope is going to start.
Pope wants England.
What? He don't make the decision. It's the manager that puts it on.
He can't get England on the bench.
Well, but the manager, he can care less what Southgate wants.
He wants to play. Pope, trust me, Pope wants to play.
Are you saying is that opinion or information?
Opinion.
Oh, okay. Well then, shit.
Never
mind.
Eddie Howe did strongly, and I say strongly in brackets, state that Pope will be ready for Brighton.
Yeah, Pope will start. Trust me.
I've written that down in front of me.
Yeah, I had a feeling they might hold Joe Linton and Pope back for Man United, perhaps.
No, Pope will start
because it's only 3 days between the games.
But if you think if you're going to play somebody on the beach, that's probably not going to get stuck into somebody who's going to be wanting to kick you off the park. I'd rather play them against these guys against Brighton and hold back the big guns. Because I mean, to be fair, it's the first time I've looked at this until the Mighty Wind told me about it. And the predicted lineup that these guys have got is nothing like you'd think. So are they?
They've got Barnes in, haven't they?
Yeah.
Okay, let's do it. Let's do it then. Let's do it. All right. So anybody we need to take out of the hospital? Joe Linton, of course.
Joe Linton.
Joe Linton out.
Trippier.
Pope. We gotta take Pope out. Oh, look at that. Hospital looking.
Look at that already.
Lewis Miley's not really hurt though. He's just gonna be out for the season.
He's got a bad back.
Yeah.
Take it. Yeah. Isn't he just gonna be out he doesn't want to put stress on him?
The rest are all up. But I don't know about Cher. Cher might not be.
What about Trips? He's nearly back.
He's been training with the first team.
Well, this will be the he said, right? Something about Trippier.
Yeah, he said Trips should be playing again this season, I think.
Yeah.
I can't remember if he said for this match.
He did say that Tripp should be available for Burnley, if not Burnley, Brighton. Right. And he was in Dubai, wasn't he, for the Burnley game? So
he's back.
I would imagine he's going to be ready.
He might be on the bench.
Let's take him out.
Yeah.
All right, so that's it then. So now let's still at the casino, and then everybody else.
That looks so much better though, doesn't it? That bench.
Yeah. Oh, that looks proper.
Jeez.
We've only got 7 players missing. If that's the case,
that looks proper, Mighty Win.
He's got 1 foot out of the casino as well.
Who?
He's getting closer.
1 foot out of the casino.
Have you noticed that he's popping up in a lot more videos now? A lot more.
Talking English and stuff. So
his English sounds like it's not too bad.
Stuffing his face with chocolate.
Seems to get on. That worried me a bit. Why are they eating all that junk?
But everybody,
it's crazy.
What did he say? There's a name that there's a brand that he mentioned. Oh man, what was it?
Oh, Monster Munch.
Is that... No, the other one. It's like
a double decker.
Double decker. He said, "Is it a double decker?" And so it just surprised me that he knew what the hell that was. So is that a Scottish? Is that Scottish?
English.
Is that English?
No, double decker is English.
No, okay. I don't know who commented on.
Is Scottish.
Which one?
Oh, the tea cake.
Tea cake.
I never tried that
tea cake. Is Scottish.
Yeah.
Hey, what's the best the dessert in England that England's known for?
Apple crumble with custard, obviously.
Oh, Paul getting excited.
Paul, you're right on the game with this. This is where you found your specialist.
What about
tapioca pudding?
I'm
What
fucking
about-
fat
what
and
ab-
easy, mate.
What about an Irish delicacy that we can when we go to Ireland?
Irish.
When we go to cover the game, what can
Ooh.
we eat in Ireland? Other than the Lucky
Irish
Charms cereal.
stew.
Other than the Lucky Charms cereal.
Irish stew.
Irish
okay.
food. That's a really good question. My brain's gone
Hey, so
blank.
you guys don't know that? I mean, come on, man. You gotta get to it. What about Scottish dish?
Haggis.
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 This is
What about
probably
Wales?
really Bubble and squeak.
Leek.
Is that Welsh?
Oh,
Come
Lamb.
on, man. You guys are
Yeah,
failing me. You guys are
lamb.
failing me badly.
Leek and
All right.
onion pie.
Let's get to the team. Let's get to the team.
Anyway,
All right. So do we? Is a unanimous vote to take Dubravka out and Pope in?
I think Dubravka will play, but Paul.
not
I would
not
say-
No, Paul got
unanimous.
no
I think
information.
you've
He's just
got
opinion.
No, I'm just telling you. Pope wants England. He'll start.
Yeah, but I'm sure
Oh,
Almiron wants to
Paul.
play too. That doesn't mean he's gonna play.
Who cares? Pope is the number one. If Pope is fit enough to
I
start,
agree with that. But I don't know that he's gonna.
I think he'll start Man United. That's just my guess. But
Yeah, but
we
see,
we
he's
can
not
go with
gonna
Paul.
get any
Let's
game
go with
time.
Paul because I feel like he's got some intel on this.
No,
and
he
he's
doesn't
thinking-
though. He's saying clearly. He's just opinion.
Okay, well, I would go with Dubravka win. What would you say?
I would go with
He
Dubravka as
got
well.
Dubravka tatted on his butt.
This is what we
Uh,
think Eddie will do.
Yeah. So I mean, I guess nobody's voting for Pope, man. You're alone.
Well, no,
So,
Gary might.
Gary, what do you think? Come on, quickly, so we can.
well, from my point of view, I'd have either of them in between the sticks.
All right,
But
well,
if you're gonna
we're gonna
if
play
you're
with
gonna
two
go
goalkeepers.
Pope, yeah, if you're gonna go Pope, you'd go Pope for Brighton because I don't think they're gonna put it on you like Man U are, because Man U are looking like they're gonna have a bit more of a strongest team.
Maybe like
But we
a
have
game
to
to
beat.
game.
We have to
Wednesday.
beat Man United. That's the key. I mean,
Yeah.
we have to
Well,
beat
I tell you
Brighton.
what,
Man, you'll
though.
have their slippers on thinking about Wembley, man.
Hopefully,
Nah,
if,
man. No,
well, if they get
won't.
humped by Arsenal, maybe they
No, they
take the foot
won't.
off the
No,
gas because then they think 6 is out of the question.
Yeah.
There's no Man U player going to want to get injured before Wembley.
No, that's a good point actually. When we've had
That is a
our
good
FA
point.
Cup
Yeah, but-
finals, we've been and the League Cup final, we were
Yeah,
terrible in the
that's
games
true.
before that, weren't we?
Yeah.
It's psychological, isn't it?
Yeah.
Mm.
Okay. So, well, and I will also say that if the game is against Man U and he's going to play, then you got to give him a game to kind of get back to, you know what I mean? Because it's not just you got to get back in rhythm, I guess you could say. So got three right there. Gary also four. So yeah.
But he's very loyal.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean Eddie Howe's very loyal to players. He doesn't just sort of take them out unless they have a bad game normally.
well,
So I can't
we're gonna
imagine
put
him
Pope there. All
dropping
right.
to
So
the
what
left
about Kraft Burn? That's still gonna be it.
That'll be the same.
that's it.
Okay.
Has
That's
to
it.
be.
Livermento
no
on the
way.
right side.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lewis Hall right there.
100% star man. He was going to be my man of the match, by the way.
Perfect.
Guimaraes,
Yeah.
Anderson,
Yeah.
Longstaff, Gordon.
Mm,
That's it.
Yeah, I think so. No, not
Or, like,
Barnes for me.
He might start
I-
Murphy again.
I think Murphy will start and Gordon on the left.
Well, that was
Yeah,
that was
Murphy had a
line.
blinder on Saturday, so
Yeah.
Well,
And then Barnes off the
Wilson might
bench.
be out with his bloody hamstring. Who
he
knows?
play well. And then,
Yeah, well, do we not think Wilson's going to start?
so we're not going to have the 4-2-2 here.
Well, we don't know if Wilson's fit because Wilson apparently had a hamstring tweak. So
They saw
Oh,
hamstring, yeah.
Oh, yeah, I don't know. He might be fit, though. Do we
If
start
he-
him if
if
he's
he's
fit?
not
If he's fit,
resting,
does he
he's-
start? He starts, right?
if he's
The-
fit, I guess.
The thing
yeah.
is, I mean, the
How do
thing
we
is,
then
if he's
play?
got a sore hamstring and he's been talking about this hamstring, he won't even be on the bench or shouldn't be on the bench because
Is he-
that's just a risk.
Yeah.
Is he another one to hold
So-
back for the Man U if he's
Absolutely.
not fully there?
Because, like I said, you certainly want to put the strongest possible 15 or 16 players within your squad for that type of game. Like I say, for this game, and to be 100% honest, Brighton are playing for absolutely diddly squat now. I know you say about money for points and things like that, but it's not going to motivate anybody. So from my point of view, if he's got a slightest concern, he would be held back for me.
Yeah.
Okay. So Mason's DM me Brighton's injuries too. So Thanks, Mason. He said, well, he's showing. We mentioned a few: Stupinian, the Colombian ankle injury, Ferguson ankle injury. I'm going to bottle this one, but Hinchelwood ankle injury, Lalana. Damn, I didn't know he was playing for them. Injury, Lemty muscle injury, Marge knee injury, Milner. Oh my
Yeah,
God!
we got a lot of old boys.
All the Liverpool people going over there. Knee injury, Mitoma. But hey, I want Mitoma, man. Back injury, and
Yeah, I'm glad Mitoma's not fit.
Van
Van
Hecker.
Hecka thigh
Mitoma's the
injury.
heartbeat
So
of that team as
a
well.
lot more than us, of course, because we got Botman, Lascelles, Miley, Shard, Target, Tonali. Tonali's not injured, and Willock. He's suspended. It says right there.
Yeah.
So there we go. They got more than us, but I mean, that's besides the point. I mean, it is part of it, but they've been playing shite. I mean, throughout the whole season, really. But all right. Well, it's been a great show, folks. I appreciate everybody supporting the NUFC Talk TV channel. Roy made a cameo appearance here and there, but it's okay.
Who's the twat?
Hey,
It's in the
that's a
background there.
acapella. There you go. There you go.
In the shadows.
Oh, I do. Oh, damn it! I want to show something before we go though, because this is cool. Now I gotta share my screen again.
Another advert.
No. Well, no advert. But this is apparently this was right now at the Jonas Gutierrez event that they had. Where did they have it at? Nobody knows. Mighty Win don't even know it.
Mighty, you were there, weren't you?
Should
At
know.
the Thames Theatre.
At the Tiny Theater. He put the mask back on, so let's watch it.
Absolutely brilliant.
We're watching that in Thailand.
Love it.
There you go. Now, also awesome stuff, man. Of course,
Mm.
Gutierrez always been a proper footballer for Newcastle United. Had a horrible situation happen to him. He recuperated, and now he's back. Doing things, and glad to see him back on the tune. I'm sure he'll go to the game on the weekend, the final
Back
game.
home, he said.
Back
Yeah.
home, the Argentinian El Galgo. You know what that means? Nobody knows.
Spider-Man.
No, that's not what it means.
Okay.
It's like when you run, like because he runs like that, like a hunchback almost, and that's what they call him in Argentina, El Galgo Gutierrez. So
Is it like gargoyle? Is that what it means? Gargoyle.
kind of like that. The dog, the Irish dog. That great big dog. You know what?
Mountain.
No,
Irish Wolfhound.
Yeah. They kind of they have a It's something to do with that, but just follow
A strange gait.
Don't ask too
Gate,
many questions.
exactly.
Anyways, El Galgo Gutierrez, and there we go. So, wait a minute. Okay,
And also a reminder: get fucked, Mike Ashley.
oh yeah, that's right. That's right, ladies and gents. Thank you so much for watching and listening out there. I appreciate everybody, all the mods, everybody chatting it up. I appreciate your support. Hit the like if you haven't already done so. Check again. You might have thought you did it, but do it if you haven't. Subscribe if you're new. Tell your friends about the channel if they're Newcastle United fans. And we're going to be back tomorrow with the American Mags. It's going to be hosted by Josh, as you know, from Philly. And hopefully Benjamin, let me know if you want to be on the show tomorrow, bro. We like having you on, you know what I mean? So he's also from Philly. So the American Mags are tomorrow. Ian is going to be there, and the Imposter Mighty Win going to be there as well. So with that being said, Saturday I will be joining from Nashville. We're going to be doing the coverage. I'll be doing the coverage from there, but of course the fellas are going to be doing the live match. What we're going to do different in this match is that we're going to give it. We're essentially live reacting to the match, right? But and it's a want because people want to see you react. They'll do it, but it's not a necessity. So what I want to do with the live matches is turn it into a necessity for people that can't watch the game, for people that are on the road, for people that are working out, working there just listening, or they can't watch the game because obviously you guys have the what I call blackouts. You can't watch every game. So So what we're gonna do is we're gonna start narrating the game fully, radio style, with the background music, with the atmosphere. That way, you get that feel, and it becomes a necessity for other fans out there, and not simply a couple of fellas reacting to it. So I asked you, Gary, to do the game because you haven't done any commentary yet. So we're gonna have Gary doing the commentary, and a few of us in the background commentating, giving our opinion on what's happening on the game. So different type of live match. So hopefully you guys enjoy it, and we're gonna try it out and see if people tune in.
And
Of course,
celebrations from all over the states.
Oh, but that's gonna be the last game. The last game of the
Oh, that's Brentford, right?
Yeah, against Brentford. Yeah. Thanks for bottling that, mighty win. And it's good. And it's spoiling the surprise, man. Thanks for spoiling the surprise, bro.
Spoiler alert.
But anyways, appreciate everybody out there. Again, hit the likes, folks. Hit the likes and become a member if you can. Check out the website, NUFCtalk.tv. You can reach out to me over there as well. And if you want to talk, if you have any questions, if you have any ideas of future shows, because we're building our list for the postseason. So when there's no games, we're gonna have to have a lot of do a lot of shows. So if you have any questions, any ideas, any suggestions, let us know on the website. You can just hit the chat, and I'll get the message instantaneously. Anyways, appreciate everybody out there. DX, thank you for coming. Gary, Paul, Mighty Win, Roy from Dubai, and we'll see you. Well, I'll see you guys Saturday, and most of the fellas, but some tomorrow. So check it out. Anyways, folks, we'll see you on the next one. Bye bye.
Adios.
Bye bye.